should work and the live should start. I'm looking on the second device if it starts. It should start. But I don't see it playing. I am live right here. Okay, it started. Now it is working. And I'm going to test USB-C cables. I have cables that I think that should work one way, because classic USB-C cables have two the same sides. And there is not input-output in this cable like this. And if I want to charge two power banks with USB-C ports, I cannot select which one will charge which one. So for this thing, I found on AliExpress cables that have one input and multiple outputs. And these are the keywords that input-output. This cable doesn't have input-output. There are only two ends. And here I have cables that has input and outputs. And I want to try if those cables, I can select which device should charge which device because of this input and outputs. And I have right here few power banks with USB-C inputs and outputs. And okay, I have a few different cables, so we can select if they are working the same way or if there is any difference between them. Let's start with, for example, those two power banks. Let's say I want to charge the black power bank using the white power bank. And let's use the classic cable, USB-C to USB-C. I cannot select input-output right here. And what will happen if I connect those two power banks? Which one will charge which one? I have right here output, I think, 9 volts, 1 amp. I don't know if you can see, you can barely see. It is outputting power right now, the black power bank. So the white one is charging right now. And what if I want to charge the black one? It doesn't work that I can just unplug it other way. This is the classic cable. It is still outputting power. And now let's test the new cables. If I will use, for example, let's take this cable, which has one input and two outputs. And let's plug input into the white one and one of the outputs to the black one. And what will happen? We can see there is light, but here you can see, or you cannot see, there is an in message. Before there was on the bottom out. And if I now change the connection, so I disconnect the input and connect the input to the black one and output to the white one, will there be now out message? Now is the bottom message out, and before was in on the top. So we can select which device should charge which device because we have inputs and outputs, something that normal cables doesn't have. And additionally, I have few outputs. So let's, for example, take the second device. It's not showing anything. Is it charging? Let's use the USB tester. Let's connect this to this power bank. It is not charging right now, interesting. This one is charging, but this one shows 0 watts. What will happen if I disconnect the white one? Still 0. Let's unplug and plug it back. Maybe my power bank is broken. Let's test the other cable. Okay, this power bank doesn't want to charge. It is not charging, it shows 0. Let's test other cable, or let's test the basic cable, the USB-C to C. What will happen if this power bank does anything? In. And now it is charging the black one on this connection. But what if I want to charge this device? Okay, let's one more time try this cable 1 to 2. Okay, for this combination it doesn't work. I can charge using can I charge using this device? I will see. I cannot charge this device using this cable. But let's connect this other way. Does it work if I want to charge the black one using this? Okay, it is charging. So we have one exception, that for this device it doesn't work, this cable, but let's try the other cable. I have similar cable right here, 1 in, 2 outs, and let's see if this one maybe will work for this device. Okay, these power banks, okay, it started charging in, and okay, no, it is charging the black one. This cable doesn't work one way only, because now the white one or the orange one is charging the black one, and I've connected input to it and outputs right here. So not every cable is working one direction only. It's something important to know. But let's try the white power bank. Which way will it charge now? Or is it out? No, okay, it was out. So it was correctly charging. Was it? Let's test one more time. The message on the bottom, no, in. This power bank is charging this black one, and if I connect the white one, now it is charging the white one. Okay, so this cable works two ways. Interesting. But if I connect input to white and output to black, now what will happen? Out. So it is charging the white one. Okay, this cable doesn't work the way I thought that it would work. The first cable works better because it works the way it should. This one charges both ways, so it doesn't have input output easily labeled like the other cable. It charges both ways. Okay, let's put it on the side. I have third cable right here. Let's see this one, how this one works. This one has even more cables, because this one, if I'm very good, it has one USB-C input and I think 6 USB outputs. We have 6 USB outputs. Okay, let's see this one. I connect input to the black one. Let's connect output to the white one. And what do you have? Out. It is charging the white one, so as expected. And let's see the orange. Now, what will happen? Out. Okay, now it is charging there. So this cable works okay. I could connect the orange to white one, but I don't know if I can now say which direction will the power flow, or it's not flowing at all. they are not charging each other in this configuration. Interesting that they don't want to charge each other. I think the orange one has some limited communications for charging, but now, okay, now it is charging. I disconnected it and connected it back, and now the white one is charging the orange one. The orange one is blinking that it is charging, like this. And let's try to connect this other way. So I want to charge the white one using the orange one. So output here, input to this one, and we charge other way. Yes, now the white one is blinking. So this cable works great. This one cable is problematic. It doesn't work as expected. The other two cables works great, as they should, so they have input and outputs. Let's see between those two orange. Like I want this one as an output and this one as input. Will it work on two the same devices? You can see this one is blinking that it is charging. Can you see it? You should see the last diode is blinking that it is charging, and this one is discharging as it should because here is input. Okay, so these two are okay. That one I put aside. I've accidentally bought one more cable that has USB-A input and how many? 5 USB-C outputs. I didn't want to buy it. I thought it had USB-C input, but let's try it if it works. If I already have it, let's connect it to USB-A. It has one faster USB-C and 4 slowers. Let's just connect it to everything. Let's try one here, one here, one here. The orange one is charging, the second one is not blinking, it is full or it is charging someone else. And this one is also blinking that it is charging, but it should output less power probably. How much power? We use 9 volts output and 1.3 amps. So it is working, but it's not a USB-C to USB-C, so we are limited for lower powers. But it may be useful for charging some devices that need lower power and you have USB-A port available, but I prefer the USB-C. So let's put this on the side and let's test maximum power of those cables. The first cable that was working great, does it have any label how much power it can output? I don't see any information. Let's put those on side and let's test the maximum power that can output. I have right here 100 watts USB-C output. So let's connect the input side to this energy storage. I may try if it will detect this or just, okay, let's go full test. Just let's try output, how much power can it output on the first cable. I need a power for it right here. I can power this device and okay, let's come on this side. You will better see the test. Let's connect. Okay, here we have a label. There is a smart label. 60 watts it should output. Let's see if it will be true. I can zoom in a little. Okay, I can zoom like this. We have 20 volts, 1 amp. Okay, let's start. It's okay. Let's go up 2 amps. Where do we have watts? 40 watts, 3 amps, 60 watts, and it should go only to 60 watts. So let's try what will happen if I try to go higher. Okay, it turned off, so 60 watts this cable can output. So they label it correctly. They label, okay, we have both cables labeled. They are not in the best place, but we can see them. Let's test the other cable. Let's put the one right here. And the second cable that worked great is this one. Here is the input or the output or the input. No, this is the input. And one of the 6 outputs. Let's connect to this device. Does this cable have any label? Let's see. On the input, I don't see any information. And on the outputs, they look the same. Okay, they are not labeled. So let's see what's the maximum power that we can get from them. Let's put it like here. Let's reset it. Let's go down to 1 amp. Okay, let's start 1 amp. Okay, we have 5 volts. I don't want 5 volts, I want 20 volts. Can I select it? Or this cable doesn't have power delivery? I hope it does have it. It would be bad. I want 20 volts. Now I have only 5 volts. Okay, interesting. This cable may not give option for power delivery output. Let's start with the power bank. Let's connect this tester and let's see what voltage we will receive when charging the power bank. 5 volts. Okay, so it looks like this cable doesn't have power delivery option. It is charging slowly. And let's see other connection, because we have 6 cables right here. Maybe one of them is only fast. Let's see, this one is bad. Let's see other one. What we have right here, 5 volts again. Okay, so probably all of them are only 5 volts. So it's not that easy to buy a good one direction cable, because as you can see, every one of them works differently. One of them works great in one direction, high power. Other one worked in both directions, so it wasn't good as expected. And this one doesn't want to use power delivery. Okay, so we cannot output much power from it. But okay, let's see. Let's do the test on 5 volts. If we already have it ready. We have 5 volts. 10 watts or 9 watts. Can we get 3 amps? We can. 4 amps. Nope, but it may also be the power source that cannot output that many amps on 5 volts. Okay, so interesting results. I was expecting better results, but let's unplug this one, and move it on the side, and the power source also. So I've had those 3 cables prepared, and The first one is the best because it works great only in one direction and has 60 watts. 100 watts would be better, but 60 watts is also okay. So this cable is the best from the ones that I tested. Works great in one direction, has high power, has power delivery. So the cable I hoped for. The second place has this cable. It has one USB-C input and 6 USB-C outputs. And it works great that the input and outputs directions are correct, but only on 5 volts. I couldn't trigger it for a higher voltage. So okay for slow charging, but not good for fast charging. The third place, this cable doesn't work only in one direction. It was working in both directions. So there is an input output. The output was working as an input also. So it is not the thing that I expected it. It can charge both ways. So it's not that useful as the other ones. And the fourth one, it has USB-A input because I accidentally bought a cable with USB-A input, but for slower charging it is also okay. So it is similar similar like this cable, but it has USB-A input and not the USB-C input. It is of course one way because USB-A is one way only. And okay, and I know everything that I wanted to know about those cables. That was the test that I wanted to do. If the cables work the way I thought they work, one does work the way I hope it does, rest not so good, but at least I have now one tested cable that I can recommend that works the correct way. So, do you have any questions? I don't think so because there is only one person live, or now there are 3 person lives. 3 person live right now, but I don't see, okay, I see hi on the chat. So it doesn't sound like a question, but hi to you also. And if anyone doesn't have any questions about those cables or don't have any additional test that would like me to do, I will end the live stream soon. Because I think I've tested everything that I wanted on those 4 power banks that I prepared and those 3 one-way cables. I don't think about more tests that I could do using those cables. Okay, so bye.